Okay, we've got another Overwatch game. In this game, we've got a Wraith King who's been reported for griefing. On Team Radiant, we have a Magnus, Wraith King who's in the middle lane, Lich, Winter Wyvern, and a Slark. On Team Dire, we've got Legion Commander, Anti-Mage, Morphling, Lion, and Naga Siren, which looks to me to be a really greedy lineup. This is probably a fairly low MMR game, but I'm not certain about that. Let's watch what happens. I'm going to go through free cam, and if there's anything that's kind of suspicious, I might replay that in player perspective. So at the start of the game here is being marked as a part of the game where the Wraith Kings agree thing. Now it looks like they're taking a bad trade with the Naga Siren, but this doesn't look like they're intentionally feeding or intentionally griefing the game. What it looks like to me is that this player has probably picked an unconventional mid hero, and their team's a little bit unhappy with it. Alternatively, maybe what's happened here is that the Wraith King didn't queue for mid, but ended up running to the mid lane and taking it away from whoever did queue mid. That's something I don't have information on though, so I can't mark them guilty for griefing for that. And also, if that is the case, I'm pretty sure there's an option for players to be able to report specifically for that during the game, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. So we're at the end of the marked section. Let's speed up a little bit. We'll switch to Hero Chase and put it on to about 4 times speed. Looks like they're going to die to the Naga Siren, who kills them with a double damage rune. They'll TP back to their lane. Looks like they're building phase boots. There's a catapult wave here. They're going to try to go in for CS when they have their crit up. Looks like Naga Siren's missing. Doesn't look like they've pinged the Naga Siren missing, but that's probably not a big deal. And besides, I'm not going to say that they're guilty for griefing because of that. They're going to kill another wave here. They've built up 6 skeletons. Naga Siren's returned to the lane. Wraith King's caught up in levels though. And we're closing in on another part of this match where the Wraith King's been marked as a griefer. So it looks like Winter Wyvern's going to teleport to the mid lane. Naga Siren's going to run around from behind. Wraith King throws out a Wraith Fire Blast, reincarnates, and kills the Naga Siren. That doesn't seem like they were griefing the game. That seems like Winter Wyvern came mid, maybe got a bit unhappy that they ended up dying, but overall looks like it was a good trade. They might even get the mid tower off it. Gets the mid tower, goes for the wave afterwards. He's going to beat down on this small camp, run back towards mid. Naga's got another double damage rune. Okay, they just took the tome. You know what? That's kind of sus. That this Red King's gone super greedy and decided to take the tome from their team. I'm still not comfortable submitting them as a griefer based on that. But if they keep doing more things like that, then yeah, absolutely, this could be considered griefing. But I don't know, maybe they're just a greedy player. I can't see the communications. I can't see allied chat. I can't see what they've said in voice chat. So I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they communicated it to their team, said, I want to take the tome, took it, and everyone was fine with it. I doubt that's what happened, but it could be. And I'm not 100% sure that they were a griefer, or that they did that to grief their team. Maybe they're just a bad player and don't understand the importance of giving tome to other people. Maybe they thought that was the most optimal use of that tome. Then go bot, take this tower. Now their team did fight around top and did end up dying. You can see there's a 4-13 kill score difference. Dire has a 2k gold lead. This Wraith King maybe could have gone top. They didn't even look top to see what was going on during that fight. Or maybe they did, because I'm actually in hero chase, not player perspective. This probably won't change much. Let's see what happened in Wraith King's perspective here. We'll go back a little bit further. Yeah, look, maybe they're just a bad player. They don't even look at what's happening at top to see if they can contribute, but You know what? They get the tower. This doesn't seem like a huge grief to me, so let's keep going. They throw out a Wraith Fire Blast at the Legion Commander, tank some tower shots, Armlet toggle. Gonna lifesteal some creeps here. They get pinged by the Lich. Let's go back and watch what happened there. What caused the Lich to ping this person? Let's go back into player perspective for Wraith King. Back to about here, or maybe a little bit further. Let's go into 1x speed, or speed it up a little bit. So they're going to trade with the Legion, then they're going to run back. Okay. I'm going to start attacking this. It's almost 14 minutes. Which is going to use Trusty Shovel, picks up a salve. Okay. I didn't see the ping there. So there's a few things that could have happened. Maybe Lich was a little bit concerned that the Wraith King was playing unsafe. They do have Reincarnate up, they do have Armlet. Maybe they were concerned that the Wraith King was farming the small camp, and they wanted to maybe stack the small camp or something like that. I can't get in this player's head, I'm not sure, so let's keep moving on. They've been reported for griefing at this part of the game as well. So far, it looks like they're just farming a creep wave, so I'm not convinced that this is griefing. Let's go back into Hero Chase. Let's speed it up to 2x speed. They're going to farm this big camp. Mess the big camp up. Looks like there's another little skirmish going on at mid. Okay, they see the anti-mage. They throw out a Wraith Fire Blast before the AM can counterspell. They're going to take this other wave here. They end up killing the anti-mage if they crit. Hey, that's not griefing if you kill the enemy anti-mage. This part of the game isn't being marked for griefing, so I'm going to speed things up. Maybe go to 8x speed. They're going to get... Did they get empowered there? Yeah, they got empowered and they killed the Ancients. So it doesn't look like they were stealing their Magnus' farm if they got empowered. That's very easily could be interpreted as the Magnus telling them, hey, buddy, it's alright, take the Ancients. They are the carry, or they are the +1 playing from mid. Running around without enough mana for reincarnation. That's a little bit spooky. They are going to go for a Radiance. That's fine, if they feel like they need a Radiance. I'm not going to criticize their item decisions. They're going to farm out this top wave, they're really low on mana. They've got this Dragon Scale in their inventory. Lion's going to stun himself. They're farming a little bit more. You know what? Maybe their team's just a bit annoyed the Wraith King's not playing very actively, especially against a lineup which seems to be really greedy and seems to scale quite well. But you know what? If they were planning on getting a Radiance, maybe it makes sense that they spend the first, 20 or so minutes of the game farming, playing a little bit greedy. I'm not going to judge their play decisions. Okay, let's pause here. I'm only concerned about, are they doing something that could be considered intentionally griefing the game? Let's go back a little bit. Let's put it down to 2x speed here. So they're playing a little bit unsafe. They don't have their reincarnation. They just took another tome. They're going to try to kill the Naga Siren even though they know Legion's here. This doesn't seem to be griefing. I'm going to put this down to, this is a fairly low MMR game maybe. And in fact, I can work that out. I've got the Dota Plus app, which should tell me what their MMRs are. It's a trick that I've found. Let's go back in Wraith King Hero Chase. They're about to respawn, and when they do, they've been marked for griefing again. Okay, so they're going to run top. They want to push out this top lane. Looks like they're going for an SNY. They're going to shove out the lane. They've got 8 skeletons. They're going to drop them on the tower. Naga Siren's here, and they're going to die again. Looks like they're going to die to the same people in the same way as last time. Luckily, they had reincarnation and they don't get chased. They've got a wyvern sitting behind them. They got marked for griefing for that. Slark did die, so maybe the team was concerned that the Wraith King didn't go to help the Slark, but again, I don't really care about that. That's not something I'm willing to say they're griefing for. Okay, as suspected, this is a high Herald game, so it looks like it's about a Herald 4 or Herald 5 average. I could kind of tell based on what happened in the game. Nice dodge of the Wraith Fire Blast by the Morphling there with their waveform. Yeah, people running around without mana all over the place. Wraith King's going to push in this mid lane. They're going to get their mana drained by the anti-mage in the lane. Lich is going to use their ulti on it. Hold up. They get mana burn, mana break. Line's going to blink that direction. Lich is going to use Chain Frost on a single anti-mage illusion. Okay. Whatever. Herald game. That's alright. I'm not going to... Rank's not important. I just wanted to see what the skill level was. I'm not going to get toxic in a Overwatch replay. Rank's not that important. Looks like this Wraith King's decided they're just going to play a split push game, shove in lanes, not play with their team, which is, sometimes fine. Pushing in lanes can win you a lot of games. Slark spamming, good game, well played. Honestly, that seems way more toxic and way more tilting and way more likely to lose you the game than anything I've seen from this Wraith King. So another team fight. Wraith King's not concerned about joining it. They're concerned about split pushing. Winter Wyvern's going to ping them. It really just looks like their team's annoyed the Wraith King's playing a split push game. They're going to get an enchanted quiver. They're going to send it back. Farm the ancients again. Farm the camps in the triangle. Run to the wave. They're going to start playing around Roche, it looks like. Slark's going to run into the pit without any vision or any indication of where the other team is. This doesn't seem like it's going to go well. Wraith King does not even really care about joining their team in the Roche pit. This is painful. Got a lot of damage, dude. Wyvern gets caught out and dies, and they've been reported for griefing again here. Slark spamming, good game, well played. It's another fight. The Wraith King's not joining, which isn't necessarily terrible. Split pushing is sometimes good, because it forces rotations. You get information because the creep wave, which is kind of like a moving ward, is further down the lane. I can understand in this Wraith King's head that they probably feel like they're playing really well right now. Okay, this is insane. They've taken another tome. Okay, so they were marked for griefing for this. It looked like they're just a unexperienced player that walked out of position. Let's go into free cam. A fight which happens at mid. I'm not too concerned about this. Radiant's going to push in. Looks like they're going to try to end the game. But there's still a little bit left of the game here. King goes to kill the anti-mage, but the anti-mage gets Winter Wyvern altered. Lion's going to buy back. There's a Legion Commander duel while Winter Wyvern is sitting behind the Wraith King. Wraith King doesn't have mana for reincarnation, so they die. Anti-Mage is going to kill the Lich down here. I don't really care about any of this. Let's go back into hero chase mode. Speed things up. Team Dire is going to push down mid. Wraith King's still staring at nothing. Okay. Wraith King's respawning. They're going to shove out this lane. They're going to walk up towards their team. Press BKB. Hammer away at the anti-mage. Hammer away at the Naga Siren. Kill a camp. Get a Stormcrafter. Morphling's on a killing spree. Looks like they're going to kill the Morphling. Looks like they're about to kill the Lion. Lich decides to use Chain Frost to the single target with nothing around them once again. Wraith King's gonna run at the Legion Commander, gets E-bladed up, gets ulted, but they have Reincarnation, so it should be fine. They kill the Morphling, looks like they're gonna end the game. This Wraith King did not grief the game. This Wraith King carried the game. I am so annoyed that their team decided to report this person for griefing. Okay. Were they cheating, hacking, or scripting? They weren't reported for this. There's nothing that I saw that stood out as indicating cheating, hacking, or scripting. So I'm going to say not guilty. Were they griefing or engaging in abusive behavior? There are a few things in this game that I can understand their team probably thought were griefing and probably thought were ruining their game. That there was a Wraith King mid, that the Wraith King was buying Tome, the Wraith King didn't seem interested in fighting. All of this could very well be the Wraith King being an inexperienced player, and additionally, their playstyle seems to have led to their team winning the game. I am not confident in saying that this person is guilty. Not guilty. Submit verdict.